Maybe some theories in NASCAR you didn't think about. Could Daniel Suarez replace Bubba Wallace in that 483 car this year? Guys, I don't know if you thought about that. What is wrong with Ryan Blaney going in for a must-win situation at Bristol? And plus, what Jimmy Johnson, could he be here? More, that and a lot more for this On the Pedal. Glad you all are here today with me and enjoying this week's editions of these videos. I had so much fun making them, but now it's time to actually get into the video itself and talk about the video itself. Number one, let's talk about the news. Why could Daniel Suarez be one of the top contenders to compete for the 43 car this year? This is a rumor by any means. It's one of the biggest rumors I've seen yet today, but it is one of these rumors that I think would really has some, you know what I mean? It has some realness to it. It has some believable stuff to it. Daniel Suarez used to drive for Joe Gibbs Racing, competed for wins week in and week out, got dumped by them for Martin Truex Jr., who was a better driver. Yeah, I mean, the rumor mill is still running around with names that could get in that 43 car, but one of them is Daniel Suarez. I mean, but according to reporter David Smith, Suarez could very well end up at Richard Petty Motorsports. One driver that comes to mind as the most sensible replacement for Bubba Wallace is Daniel Suarez, Smith said during the episode of Positive Regression podcast on Fox Sports. Alan Cavera. He is a free agent going in the 2021 season. He is driving for Gaunt Brothers Racing right now. The car ranks as the 31st fastest in Central Speed in the Cup Series. Richard Petty Motorsports has 25th fastest car. He added early this year. He joined Gaunt Brothers Racing, but did not go. He raced for Stewart-Haas Racing. He raced for Joe Gibbs. Got dumped by both teams. While this isn't the capability, this isn't the same thing as Joe Gibbs Racing and Stewart-Haas, the team Suarez is familiar with. This does represent a small upgrade and could get his career back on track. While speaking about options of Larson or Deegan, I'm looking at drivers like Haley Deegan coming up through the ranks. I would have a heart-to-heart with Kyle Larson. Love to see his worthy of a second chance. We have so many different things of where so many of these drivers could go. The 14 car, does Clint Boyer get dropped by Stewart-Haas Racing and then go to the 43? So many different things, a silly season to come, but this is a rumor of silly season that I think is one of the most believable, that Daniel Suarez could seriously go to this team. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm not going to toot my horn yet and say that he is going to go there, but I am going to make a very bold prediction and say that he has a good chance of getting an upgrade. I think he's on the bottom of a lot of people's radars right now, where he should be at the top of people's radars in my mind. I mean, look what he's done for the sport. I think it's crazy to say he isn't going to be one of the more exciting drivers come the series. I mean, I think he's going to be one of the best, and I think he's going to do so good and compete at one of the top levels like he should, and be there like he should. And yeah, I am kind of speechless about this because I'm really going through my head right now and saying all the possible reasons and all the possible ways that we could see this happen. I mean, nonetheless, it is a possibility. You know, it is a possibility. I'm not going to count this out, but I think it could also be an Xfinity Series driver come through the ranks. Take a look. I'm going to give you 5 possible drivers here. 5 possible drivers. And you can tell me if I'm crazy or if I'm not. Landon Castle. Landon Castle. I'm telling you, he is a good driver as well. And with this ride, can really go there and perform at his best. Ty Dillon. Rumors are going around that German Racing may close down come next season and may not be open come in a few seasons. And I think Ty Dillon, that's a really good one there. Ty Dillon could very well go to the 43 car. Eric Jones, I think, is the least on my list to go there, but he is somebody that I think could. I think he could go there. And I mean, who knows? Here's another one. Corey LaJoie, if we remember, Corey LaJoie has said that he would not be returning to his normal team come 2021. He said he won't be there. And, of course, Daniel Suarez as well, as we made that prediction right now. I'm telling you that you guys need to keep an eye on all these drivers because you might not think right now that this is the most popular thing, but wait until we see what he can do out on the track. And yeah, I mean, I'm on this one. I'm liking this one. Another rumor today is Jimmie Johnson could return to NASCAR for one-off races come 2021. As we know, the driver signed for IndyCar full-time for the short tracks in the, what are the other names of those tracks? Street courses. He signed full-time for the short tracks for the street courses. But rumors are speculating that Jimmie Johnson could be back for the 2021 season. Now look, this is maybe not the most popular source I go to, but it is Essential Sport, and I'm going to go with them on this one. And we're going to read this, so, and see what it is. Just on Saturday, this report went out. Let's read it here. Jimmie Johnson is leaving his full-time NASCAR racing job after 2021, although he has finished with a dash in 7-time Cup Series championships. He will race in a 2-year program with Chip Ganassi Racing and to finish his NASCAR crusade. Jimmie Johnson reported on Wednesday. The 45-year-old Johnson tried an IndyCar vehicle. He liked it. He will be staying there. And but when I tested Chip Ganassi's IndyCar, I only let the fire more. I found that I wanted to do it more than ever before, Johnson said. Scott was just incredible to work with. And a short time, I found very quickly why Chip Ganassi has his teammates have won 12 IndyCar championships. The goal is to run a full road and street program. Today is a very important first step in accomplishing that goal. I'll be soaking up the next 9 weeks of my full-time NASCAR career. I'm sad to see it come to an end, but I'm excited to announce a future partnership with teams in IndyCar. Chip Ganassi Racing does have 2 vehicles in NASCAR, the 1 and the 42, so they can easily get another car. Johnson has gone through his whole 20-year Cup driving for Hendrick Motorsports, although it is the 4-vehicle team that would not have space for Johnson in 2021 NASCAR season. Above all, Johnson is ready to include both NASCAR races and IndyCar occasions to his timetable. Jimmie Johnson has not been quite open about his decision to run in both NASCAR and IndyCar. When he appeared on the Dale Jr.'s weekly podcast, Johnson expressed his eagerness to try other race cars than NASCAR. He said, "So we're out trying to find funnels and literally trying to raise sponsorship funds to go run the full road course and street course schedule for IndyCar. That would be my dream, to run 12 to 13 IndyCar races." So Johnson may not be as open to go into NASCAR again, but again, we know he can do it with Chip Ganassi Racing. Chip Ganassi Racing, I'm sure, if he asks, will be right there to do it in a second. In a second, I guarantee. Time to one of my main stories. What is wrong with Ryan Blaney, guys? He has just been struggling in these tracks that he's normally not been bad at. I mean, I look at his historical runs at Richmond. He's run pretty good, top 10 races at Richmond before this time, where, of course, it wasn't a top 10. It wasn't even close. But he's historically ran top 10, But today, he is not running that same as he's been. And same thing with the Darlington race. He's normally ran pretty decent until now, and Bristol is not his historical best racetrack. So I'm sorry to say, fans, he's looking to be eliminated from the playoffs unless he can come up with a win. What do I think's up with him? I think it's just Ryan Blaney and all. I think he's one of those drivers I can never get on to be consistent. He's never one of those drivers that is a consistent driver that can go out there, perform every day at his top potential. He's never been one of those drivers that is totally consistent and is totally on his game constant. And he's not. But, I mean, I think he is going to be alright. We'll see. But, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's my thought on Ryan Blaney. He's just never been one of those guys. So, yeah, that's just me. NASCAR drivers predict their chances of winning the 2020. Sorry, guys, I got that wrong. I think I'm on the wrong. No, 2020 NASCAR Cup Series. First and foremost, Denny Hamlin declared that he would rate his season as 1 or 1.5. This is largely down to a level of which is his performance this year. Moving to Matt DiBetto, he's confessed that winning the title could be a tough ask. Meanwhile, Cole Custer admitted that he doesn't know what he is getting himself into because he's still a rookie. In other words, neither of them could give a number. What did the other NASCAR drivers say? It's worth noting that Brad Keselowski noted that his chances would be in the range of 1 to 2, 1, 2, 3. However, Austin Dillon lowered her scale down to a 7, which is surprising. He justifying himself by saying crazy things happen. William Byron looked back at his year where he won just one race, so he believes his chances of winning the Cup are still very slim. Eric Almirola, for one, did not give himself a numerical rating, though he did insist that he has a car that is capable of getting a top 5. Meanwhile, Ryan Blaney predicted to be optimistic and gave himself a 1. This is because he believes that he deserved to be in the playoffs, and no one could say anything different. Well, after his playoff run, I think we could say something different. And Alex Bowman decided to be more realistic approach, and he confessed that he would love to give himself a 1, but he can't. Kurt Busch boldly declared that he has a shot of a top 5. Joe Logano felt that he had an excellent season and gave himself a 1. Kevin Harvick did not make an appearance in the video, and a few other faces were missing as well. And yeah, so not everyone put themselves in the video to give their chances of the ratings. But those are the guys that did. That's what the drivers gave themselves for a numerical rating. I just found that quick little interesting take, and I just wanted to give it to you guys. So, thank you all for watching this very good video. My throat is like dying because I did my Monday recording on my new schedule, and it's a pain in the butt. So, I hope to see you all next week when we make another video. Everyone's starting school this week. Have fun. Welcome back to the classrooms, and make sure to do your homework before watching these videos. Thank you. Have a fabulous day. Peace. We'll see you on the next one.